Hey y'all, how you doing? So today is Saturday, April the 17th. It's very beautiful today. It says it's 62 degrees out here. So I decided to make this video out here on my patio. I can hear the children playing around there, so let's hope they don't start running back here. For those of you wondering, I am all healed up from my surgery from about 2 weeks ago. I've got my energy back, and I've been catching up on some work with my Patreon, pre-scheduling a lot of content and material to just get really ahead of myself and keep that content going out on a daily basis. And if you're interested, you can go to patreon.com/Carolina Dean. You'll also find that in my links, and I'd appreciate it if you would consider patronizing me. The lowest tier is $5 a month, and that translates to about 17 cents per day. So today I wanted to do an entry for you. This is actually something that I published on my Patreon, and I'm actually going to be reading from the published article I wrote. I do something on my Patreon that I call Mailbag Monday, because I get so many emails from people asking me questions. I got tons and tons of emails, people asking me a question, and I cannot possibly answer them all. So each Monday, I try to find a question from someone that I think is a good question, and that a lot of people would benefit from the answer. And so a couple of weeks ago, y'all have heard me talk about the manifest and the unmanifest in many of my videos, and in my articles on Patreon, I talk about that as well. And so someone asked me, let me go up here. Dear Carolina Dean, I love your YouTube videos. I can't believe you don't have more followers. I notice on many of your videos you mention the manifest and the unmanifest. What exactly are these concepts? Signed, Houston Hoodoo. And I replied, Dear Houston Hoodoo, thank you for your question. I cannot believe I don't have more followers too. But you can help by liking and commenting on the videos, as well as sharing them across your social media accounts to raise their visibility. Now, to your question. One of my core beliefs is that our thoughts are the building blocks of the universe. Everything that exists began as a thought or idea in someone's mind. The clothes you wear, the cell phone you carry, the computer you're reading this on, or iPad, your watch, your jewelry, the vehicle you drive, the television you watch, the home you live in. Before all these things existed, they were an idea or a thought in someone's mind. In order to transmute their idea into reality, each person or thinker had to draw upon the unmanifest. Now, I'm going to reference a book here called The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. It's still in print after many, many years. You can get it at Amazon.com. And here I write, Wallace D. Wattles, in his pivotal book, The Science of Getting Rich, summarizes it in the following way. There is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imagined by the thought. Man can form things in his thought, and by impressing his thought upon formless substance, can cause the thing he thinks about to be created. The unmanifest is what Wallace Wattles referred to as formless stuff. It is formless, tasteless, touchless, and invisible, but it is there. The unmanifest is the raw material from which humans draw upon with their thoughts to bring form and shape to their ideas. It is that from which we create material things like money, a new car, a new house, etc., and immaterial things like prosperity, love, and good health. Let us suppose that you wanted a vase. So you start by imagining what it would look like, what the shape would be, what the size or color would be, etc. You may even draw a design on paper. Next, let us say that you go to a riverbed and collect some clay, and from that clay you form your vase. The unmanifest is like that clay, only we cannot perceive the unmanifest the way we can perceive the clay. And instead of shaping the unmanifest with our hands like you can with the clay, you shape it with your mind and thoughts. The manifest, on the other hand, is that which is formed out of the unmanifest. So, I'm hoping that kind of clears things up for you. And even as I wrote this, I was reading this just now, I had the idea of, today we have these things called 3D printers. So you can also draw an analogy between that and the manifest and the unmanifest. So for example, let's say you design something, you have a thought, you design it on your computer, but it's still sort of two-dimensional. You're channeling that thought into a two-dimensional image on your screen or design. But then you connect that design to your 3D printer, and your 3D printer renders that object in the third dimension. So you're channeling things from the unmanifest into the manifest, you know. Anyway, so that's a quick video. I hope to make something for you guys tomorrow as well. If you have a question that you would like me to address that I can make a future video about or answer on my Patreon, use the comment section below and drop your question, and eventually I will get around to it. Anyway, it's a beautiful day outside. Get off that damn computer and go get some sunshine. That's what I'm gonna do. Bye.